Welcome. This video is over volume of prisms. So let's look at our number routine. A box was filled with sand, but 2/3 of the box leaked. What is the volume of the remaining sand? So to find this box, the volume of this box, which is called a rectangular prism, you got to know big B and H. So what does big B represent? Do you remember from our previous video? It represents the area of one base. Oh, I could highlight this one. So the area of one base. So what is this base called? It is called a rectangle. How do you find the area of a rectangle? If you look at your math chart, it's base times height. Times, what is the height of this? The height of it is 3. So I'll write 3 here. So let's replace, substitute a number. The base and the height is 4 times 2 times the 3. 8 times 3 is 24 cubic inches. So the volume of this box is 20. But what is the volume of the remaining sand? So a box was filled with, but 2/3 of the box leaked. So how much is left? If 2/3 is leaked, that means here's 2/3. This leaked, this leaked. What fraction remained? 1/3. So what is 1/3 of 24? I can cut this into thirds. That would be 8 cubic inches. 8 cubic meters. That is what the volume of the remaining sand. So what you're going to be doing today is you're going to be given marshmallows and uh, toothpicks. I may do pretzels. We'll see how it goes. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a rectangular prism. So you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'll need 12 toothpicks. You'll need some marshmallow, and you'll build a rectangular prism. And then you will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to build a triangular prism. Can you tell me the similarity and differences between these? Well, first of all, in this one, all of them, you see a square in all the faces. And here, you have triangles, and then you have rectangle at faces. What else can we say? The sort of differences. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 8 vertices, while here has only 6 vertices or corners. So that's different. What makes them the same? Well, this base is a rectangle. This base is a triangle. So that's differences. Oh, this base and the base across from it are the same. This is a triangle base and the other thing triangle base. So if I turn it upside down, it will be both have the same base. So that's one thing I can say about this. So triangular. And so that's the main thing I wanted you to know. The main thing I want you to know is what is a prism? A prism is when you have one base and if you turn it upside down, it's the same base. While you have a triangular prism, so if you lay it flat, it's a triangular prism, but you flip it upside down, it'll still be a triangular base. So that is what a prism is. So a chocolate candy container is in the form of a triangular prism. Look on your math chart to find the formula that will be used to get the volume of the candy that fills that container. Write the formula on the blank below. So the formula is V equal capital BH. If you look at your formula chart, it will say to find the volume of a prism, you multiply the volume equals the big B H. Again, what makes these big letters? That means you need to multiply something to get it, and H you just substitute a number. Use pink to shade. So let me get my highlighter. Use pink to shade B, the region representing the area of one base. That is what big B stands for, the area of one base. So some of you will be tempted to highlight the bottom here, but this, the height outside is, so this is actually laying flat thing. So the big base is right here. So here's the base. It's laying flat because a prism is where one one base, if you flip it upside down, you'll see the other triangular part. And so now to use green to outline H, the height of the prism. So the height of the prism of a solid shape is always the distance between its bases. So the bases are at the ends. The height connects the two bases. So the bases of the candy container are equilateral triangles. One of the two bases is shown in the diagram. It's right here. Circle the expression that can be used to find capital B, big B, the area of one base. How would you find the area of a triangle? Do you look at your formula chart? Is it pi r square, base times height, half of base times height, half of b1 plus b2 times height? It is this one. Because remember, a triangle is half of a rectangle or square. Use yellow to outline the base of the triangle right here. And use green to outline the height of the triangular face right here. So if this is an equilateral triangle, well, how long would this be? It'd be 1.2. So we're done with that one. Number 3, combine the formula. Copy the formula from step 1 above. Step 1 was V equal capital B H. Rewrite the formula replacing the capital B with the expression you circle in step 2. Step 2, I circle half BH. So V equal half BH times the height. Highlight the variables with the correct color. So if I look at here, the height of the prism is in green, so this should be a green right there. And the base of this one should be yellow. And the height of this should be green. So using your improved formula for the volume of triangular prisms, substitute the number values for the prism picture in step 1. So let's substitute V equal half. So what is the base of this triangle? 1.2. What is the height of this triangle? 1 times. What's the height of the prism? 8. So what's half of 1.2? Let's see if we do that. Half of 12 is 6. So it's 0.6 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. But don't forget it's in the tenths place. So 4.8. And what unit was it? It was inches. Cubic inches is the volume of that triangular prism. So we're going to be doing some examples. We're going to do 3 examples until you are much more competent in this. So first of all, highlight the area of one base in pink. So I'm going to highlight this one. Again, it's on its side. Highlight the height in green. The height is green. Again, the height connects the two bases. Formula from the math chart. So to find a volume, this is V equal capital BH. B is the area of one base. H is the height of the prism. So area one base. What's the formula for this base? It's 1/2 BH. Substitute in half. What is the base of this? 8. What's the height of this triangle? 3. So half. So what's half of 8? 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Now, so we know capital B is 12 times, what's the height of the triangular prism? 12. So 12 times 12 is 144 cubic centimeter. So what I did is I found the area of the base of one of the bases times it by its height. That's what big B stands for. Find the volume of the Jello gelatin wedge. Formula from the math chart to find it is capital V equal capital BH. Big B is the area of one base. H is like so. Using my highlighter, I'm going to highlight the area of one base, and I'm going to highlight in green the height of this prism that connects one base to the other base. So what is this shape called? What is this polygon called? What is the base polygon called? It's called a triangle. What formula should I use to find the area of a triangle? It is 1/2 BH. So let's substitute in half. The base is 4. Height is 3. What's half of 4? 2 times 3 is 6. So the area of that triangle is 6. So I replaced the big B with 6 times, what's the height of that prism? 11. So 66 cubic centimeter is the volume. That's how much it holds. And the last example, example 3. Find the volume of the Lucy Lou ring box given by Mr. Joe. Find a So for the formula is capital V equal capital BH. So big B is the area of one base and H is the height. So using my pink, I will highlight this base is right here, and using the gray, highlight the height. What shape is this? It is a square. Is a square a rectangle? It is. So if you look at your mathematics chart, how do you find the area of a rectangle? It's called base times height. So 3.1, substitute in 3.1. I don't know what 3 times 1, 3.1 times 3.1, that's 3.1 squared. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, cancel. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, 1, 6, 9. This is tens place, tens place, tens place, tens place. This is hundreds place, so it's 9 and 61. Hundreds. And then so the area of this one base is 9.61 times the height of it is 3.1. So what's 9.61 times 3.1? Or 9 and 61 hundredths times 3 and 1/10. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 9 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 is 28. If I add this up, I get 29791. But where does the decimal point go? This is in the tens place. This is the hundredth place, tenth. There are 1, 2, 3 places behind a decimal point. So where should I put it? It goes right here to make 3 places. So it's 29 and 791 cubic centimeter is the volume. So what we learned today is to find the volume of any prism. Again, a prism is where one base, the bottom base, is the same as the top base if you flip it upside down. And so you multiply big B times the H. And what is big B? Big B is the area of the one base times the height of the prism. And that is how you do volume of prisms.